We in this bitch. We in this bitch.
Hold on, let me get my vocals.
Bring it in.
Bring my vocals together.
Bring it in.
Okay. We bring it
Bring
in now.
it in.
Bring it in now.
We already started.
Yeah.
Okay. Go crazy, man. They gotta. I'm mad I can't hear my vocals right now, but we still going crazy, man. It's episode 4. Rude reviews. You already know we bringing y'all the latest and greatest reviews about current movies, old movies, shows, whatever y'all want, man. It's really for the people. So whatever y'all want to hear, whatever y'all want to review, whatever y'all want to talk about, please let us know. Follow the Forecast Podcast on Instagram and on Facebook. Also, we are live streaming now on YouTube.
So if y'all want that full effect, nigga.
If y'all want that full effect, definitely chime in live.
Tune in.
We do review porn. We just haven't reviewed it yet, so that's a great suggestion. That type of feedback is the type of feedback that I would like.
Hey, I'm with it.
I mean, that's straight from the audience suggestion.
It's some new scenes. New scenes out. Love to discuss them.
Yes. Can you work the customer feedback for me while I bring us in real quick? Okay.
Yes.
So we gonna bring this in. First of all, I'm gonna give y'all. First of all, Slaps. Let them know how they can subscribe with the Anchor.
All right. So listen up, motherfuckers.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, first of all, before I even do that, this is fucking rudeness, man.
Oh yeah, niggas ain't even sign in.
Two fucking syllables. I told you that my vocals throw me off when I don't hear it, man. I'm getting all out of control. Yeah, there you go. Now I'm in my bag. All right, go ahead. Yeah, this is rudeness. Go ahead, man. Bring yourself in, Mr. Cool to Mama.
Mr. Cool to Mama in this bitch, man. Slaps, man. We reviewing a bunch of movies that I haven't seen. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh, crazy, man.
This is your girl, Blondie, a.k.a. Blonde,
a.k.a. Socks.
A.k.a. Socks.
Socks in this bitch.
I hate that name, y'all.
Socks in this bitch.
Hate the name Socks.
What's up, nigga?
I got on gray socks today, y'all.
We could call you Allegra.
She's still employed, y'all.
Thanks.
We could call you Allegra. Yeah. Sound like Allegra's window. You got her same fucking hairstyle. You stole her shit.
Oh my god.
So whichever.
Bro, that's a fucking throwback, bro.
Oh,
no,
man.
we didn't just call her Allegra's window. Oh my god.
Allegra's
wow, that
window.
shit just took me back, bro.
Thanks,
Allegra's
fam.
fucking
Thanks
window.
for the congratulations.
Good
Every time I look at you, I'm gonna think about Allegra's fucking window. Yes.
That's what's up, man. We
That's
need little black Muppets with dreads and shit.
Wow.
I don't think she was black.
I'm not gonna have these
I
forever.
think Allegra was.
I think she was Hispanic. She was orange as fuck, bro.
I mean,
Are y'all saying I'm orange?
that's our peoples too, man. We rock.
Bronze.
She was a brown person.
Okay.
Allegra was not brown.
No, I'm saying like.
Oh, she was
purple,
of color.
I'm saying, yeah.
Okay,
I'm saying
yeah, she was of color.
She
yeah.
was of that descent. Of that descent.
Go
But
crazy.
she was like purple or some shit, wasn't she?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, she was purple.
Yeah.
She was. All right, bring us in, man, with the anchor and shit, man.
All right, man. So look, we need y'all niggas to subscribe and support this podcast. Minimum of 99 cents a month, like 99 cents a month. That's $12 a year, my nigga. That is a meal somewhere. That's less than a meal some places. So if you do that and it's strength in numbers, if we get a bunch of people to do that, man, we'll have a nice amount of money coming in per month to where we can upgrade audio, get more mics, get interfaces, get cameras, put on events, give prizes and things like that. If you guys subscribe to us, you will see growth in this podcast. I mean, you tuning in, we could turn this into something big. So if you support us and want to see us grow, please. Link is always going to be in the Forecast bio, man. Just go there, click support this podcast. 99 cents, man.
99 cents.
A month. Like, come on, bro.
It's $12 a year, man.
4 quarters a month, bro. It's chump change, bro. Just knock it out. Now, if you feel like going higher, thanks. But
Bless your heart.
But we just asking niggas for 99
You either
cents,
trying to get
man.
into heaven, or you know.
Yeah. Or you just trying to stay in the line the whole
There
time.
you go. You want to skip the line, you got to pay to skip the line. That $9.99 gonna put you in a good word with the
It's gonna put
man
you in a good
upstairs.
spot. Tell you, once we start popping,
Hey.
them $9.99 subscribers,
yes.
we got y'all.
We got
niggas gonna
something
be
for
good.
y'all.
Don't worry.
Thank you,
Don't
Slaps, for that beautiful segment with that.
Yes, sir.
Shout
No
out to
problem,
all our
man. No
sponsors.
problem. Hey, I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy. I'm happy you are here, man. I'm happy we
Niggas
got
gonna
you
talk
here,
shows.
man.
I'm happy to be here, man.
Man, anyways. So we're gonna get started, man. This episode is gonna be for Black History Month, man. Today is the last day of February, last show of the month. So we definitely want to make sure that we are representing or putting on our fellow brethren and sisterin. So first of all, what we're going to do, I do want to kind of give y'all a rundown of the February movies, though. I don't have my reference sheet, so I don't really remember all of them, but I am going to tell y'all what I can remember because it's in my phone and we're going live from it right now. The movies of the month that I've watched personally, fuck you,
Little housekeeping.
is Cold Pursuit with Liam Neeson. If you haven't seen the review or if you haven't seen it, go to the page, the Forecast Podcast. The review is on there. Also seen Alita Battle Angel. Definitely, again, check the page if you want to see the review. Happy Death Day 2. I did not see that. I heard mixed reviews. It came out.
Oh.
Yep, it came out I think it came out last week.
I didn't see the first one.
I didn't see the first one either, so I didn't care to see the second one. It looked it was an interesting concept, but not interesting enough for me to go watch it.
Like a little quirky movie.
All right. Yeah, nah. Along with What Men Want, Blondie reviewed that earlier. Yeah, I think on episode 3 or 2. Yep. Definitely that came out. Was something else slips my mind. Can't think about it.
Couple Tiana Trump scenes with Vixen.
Couple Tiana Trump scenes.
Good scenes.
Anyways, February wasn't really a super huge movie for blockbusters. If y'all have seen a movie that dropped in February that we didn't review or that we didn't mention or see, please let us know. Give us that feedback so we can go check it out. We can go see it. But yeah, February wasn't really all that. March has a lot of upcoming movies that I'll get into later on in the show. But first and foremost, I do want to shout out a couple award winners, man. We had some Black success. Shout out to Black excellence, man. Regina King. If y'all don't know who Regina King is,
Your black card is revoked.
Yeah, your black card is definitely revoked. She does the voice for Riley and Huey for Boondocks. She's also played in a lot of other movies. I believe she played in 7 Seconds on Netflix. She's played in a lot of movies. But she won, I think, for Best Supporting Actress.
She won for
in the series.
In that movie, if
Bill Street could talk. Yeah, I know that, but I don't know if it was Best Supporting Actress or another one.
Trash. Y'all seen that?
If Bill Street could talk, I actually haven't seen it.
I heard it was a little bit kind of disturbing for some people, not trash.
You can take that off me. I'm kind of ugly. We don't want to scare the viewers off. I'm kind of ugly. But yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to and I wish I had my sheet. Marsheila. He played in the Green Book. The black dude was in the back seat.
He's
what's his name? Marsheila Brooke. What y'all know who I'm talking about?
We got a comment.
Go ahead with the comment.
Chioki says she will always be Brenda from 227 to me.
227. Wow. Chioki showing his age,
Facts.
Man. Right. Chioki is definitely showing his age. But yes, Marsheila Brooks, I forgot his name in there, but he also won the Oscar. Spike Lee also won the Oscar. Definitely well deserved.
He should have been got one.
Yep, for
he straddled us.
He did. He straddled Samuel. That was real love. That was black love for sure.
Fuck it, I'm gonna just jump on dick because I won. That's nuts.
That's a big celebration. But yeah, it was for Black Klansman. I saw Black Klansman. It actually wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't as great as people said it was. But yeah, I'm no less or no doubt though. I'm glad that he actually got that Oscar, man. So shout out to them. Yeah, there's a lot of awards. Black Panther won a lot of awards, man. We can get into it. Again, I don't have my notes, so I can't really go fully into it. But shout out to everybody that has won.
Only took a little bit of boycott and anger for y'all to start passing out awards
exactly
to
right.
Black people.
That's all it took. That's all it took. A couple dead bodies and a couple bruised eyes.
Right.
Shit.
A little bit of police brutality. But hey, y'all coming around.
Black people always got to act up and speak to the manager before we get some fair share of some shit. But in any case, shout out to them, man. What we're gonna do now is not answer this door. Somebody just knocked on the door. They should have a key. We're recording. You're giving it to me. Why your hand getting tired? You holding the phone? This ain't nothing. Anyways, So what we're gonna do now, man? We're gonna get into our. That's a long ass hug over there, man. Shout out to Crack D who just walked in the building. Slaps and Crack, they were hugging for quite a long time. That was like a very manly embrace. Yeah. The double pat. Like, okay, like we good, but we ain't that good. I got you. Anyways, yes, what we gonna do is we gonna name our top 5 favorite or what we think is the most influential to the black culture. As far as black films, we're gonna go around each and name our top 5. But before we do that,
any genre, right?
This can be any genre.
Genre.
It doesn't have to be like
it's just influential to y'all niggas.
Right.
It doesn't have to be like a super serious film. It could be a comedy, a sports film. You know, whatever you think that really was like for the culture, like really influenced us.
Right.
But before we get into that, we're also going to speak on what we feel like individually is the best male and female black actor of all time.
Bro, that's too difficult.
I know it's difficult. I know it's not.
That's like
it's not a hard question.
And I didn't even know like.
I mean, it's not an easy question.
Be a question.
That's why I just brought it up. So you know, there's no time to think. Even though I told y'all before we started the show, but
I can't answer that off lip right now.
The greatest black actor
of all time
and actress of all time.
That's such a difficult question.
Blondie, what you got for me?
I'm in the same boat as Slaps. Like, it's kind of difficult because I'm thinking like.
Why wasn't this in the memo?
I'm thinking about like memo. 3 or 4 people. Like, it's really, really hard.
I understand it's hard because we got a lot of great
have a lot of black
and black actresses. Yes, we do. Let me say this. Let's just not do the greatest of all time. Who is your favorite?
Just some notables.
Yeah,
give me your top 3 notables.
Can we do some notables?
Give me top 3 notables.
I'm not gonna give top 3, but I'm just give shit that start like coming to mind. Denzel, Morgan Freeman.
Top 3.
I can't do that right now.
You're gonna give top 3. Top 3 favors. Go ahead. I give my top 3 favors.
Think about this shit, man.
No, fuck that shit. I give my top 3 favors. First of all, I'm gonna go actors. Top 3 favorite black male actors in no specific order. Denzel, Morgan Freeman, Eddie Murphy. Those are my favorite. No specific order. Not saying like they're the greatest of all time. Those are my favorite black actors when it comes to like film, shows. Like those are especially Eddie Murphy. Like I really think he's like an underrated like comedian and shit, and as an actor, period. Morgan Freeman, we all know he's a legend. Yeah. He's been in the game for a while, and Denzel, we already know how cold Denzel is. Those are my top 3 favorites. So we're gonna move down the line.
No Will
with
Smith,
Blonde.
Will Smith ain't make it up there.
Not in my favorites.
Ain't make it up there.
Not in my favorites. He my man's not in my top 3.
So you don't like no actresses? You only named actors.
We're doing actors first, Blondie.
Oh, sorry.
Employee of the week.
Socks.
Okay, actors.
Top 3 black actors.
Top 3 black actors. I'm gonna say Denzel.
Okay, still in my answer, but okay.
Not still in your answer, but he's a very good actor. Terrence Howard. I'm saying Terrence. I didn't. You didn't say the greatest. You said my.
You're right.
You said my favorite.
I did say your favorite.
I don't really have no favorites, but I'm thinking of people that come to mind that can play a lot of different stuff.
You don't have no favorite black actors?
I told you that my favorite actor is not black, so I can't name that. So I'm gonna say Denzel. I'm gonna say Terrence Howard, and I'm gonna say. I don't know, man.
Got my nigga Sam L on here. Sam L's there. Forrest
Like
Whitaker.
you ain't got a third. Like hold on, nigga. Because when I ask for your turn, no, fuck that. Don't throw people out. Wait till it's your turn to throw something out.
I'm not
fuck that. Go ahead, Blondie. Finish your. What's your third one?
I'm trying to think of a third one. This
Take
is
your
like
time.
really, really hard.
Difficult question on the spot.
This is just black people. Just a lot of black
but it's a
excellence.
lot of black excellence, so it's really hard to say.
I mean, you got Will Smith. You got Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Pipes is a great actor.
He's a great actor.
That nigga is.
You feel me? It's a lot of.
Amazing.
He got a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
You want me to pick
But
for
if
you?
you're saying my favorite, then I'm going to just add Chadwick Boseman in there. He's not the greatest of all time, but he's one of my. But Terrence Howard, too. Okay, those are my 3.
That's how I felt with Terrence Howard. Oh, Don Cheadle. We got a response about Don Cheadle.
He's good too.
Chimed in on that. But you said, what was your third one? You
said Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman. He's okay.
Not because of Black Panther though.
Sure.
Just saying. No, not because of Black Panther.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Slap. Go.
Bro, I don't have like the.
Go ahead and just get your notables, man. Just a couple notable black actors, man.
I threw them niggas out there already, bro. I said Denzel and fucking Morgan Freeman.
And you said Samuel L. Jackson.
Samuel Jackson didn't come to mind, but after looking at this list, I'm like, oh yeah.
But I feel like everybody we named.
I'm gonna look and be like, oh yeah.
That's like a hard question.
All right, so we moving on to actresses now, man. Top favorite,
Tyler Perry.
3 favorite black actresses. I'm sorry. All day, Angela Bassett. All day. Definitely one of my favorite black actresses. I think Kerry Washington is probably in my top 3. Like, I don't know why she's so fine to me, but I feel like she's a very dope actress.
Lips,
yes, her lips are ridiculous. Like, third favorite black actress, I would have to go with Taraji. She's so fine to me, but she funny looking though. But she fine. I don't know why. She's just black women is just so fine to me, bro. But those two in particular,
it's like
she weird looking, but she like I don't know. Maybe it's her personality that make her so fine. You don't think she fine though?
I mean, she ain't fine, but I hit.
Okay. All right. Well, those are my 3. Hold on. Let me
leave it there.
Interesting. Okay, top 3.
Well, that's not okay. Go ahead.
Top 3 favorite actresses. Angela Bassett. That should be everybody's favorite. Period.
Should it?
Yes, because no, seriously, Angela Bassett. I'm gonna say, I love Taraji. She's came such a long way. She came a long way from like when she first started acting to now, like, and it's just amazing. And
some good little actresses up there.
And I'm gonna say Viola Davis, because you kind of got my mind rolling. Her role in Fences, at that point, I'm like, wow, you can play any role.
We gonna speak about Fences because I never seen it, so I want to hear.
I think that was just her and How to Get Away with Murder, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that too.
I think that was her, but I mean, she dope though. She dope. I ain't gonna take nothing away from Viola. Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. Slaps. What you
Angela Bassett for sure.
Hold on 1 second.
Facts, man.
Angela Bassett for sure. Let's see. Some of these people I can't.
I'm bad. I'm horrible with names though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
Take your time.
Yeah, Regina King, pretty fire.
Yeah, she is.
Whitney's pretty fire.
Regina King is pretty fire. She not one of my favorites though, but she definitely
pretty fire. Vivica's pretty fire.
Vivica.
Fuck with Vivica, bro.
She was a good actor.
She's
because
popping. She's popping for a minute, bro. She's
2003.
Okay. What the fuck? Like.
So you said Vivica, Angela Bassett, and
just throwing people out.
Okay. No, so what I'm saying is like I'm just throwing people out there. I have to sit and think about this. I'll have my answers next week.
All right, man. He have his answers at a later date,
I gotta sit and think about this shit. Angela's definitely like my favorite female though.
Okay,
for sure.
Y'all definitely should watch 911. She the shit in that show. Just saying.
I watched the first episode, but I couldn't finish
white
watching.
Man. Yeah. Fucking that white guy.
All right, let's get into it, man, because I think it's going to take not too long, but I do want to get into it because I do want to talk about some of these films. What we're going to do now is we're going to name what we think is the top 5 most influential black films. Yeah. So we're going to start off with, sorry, that pause was for me. I was pausing for effect.
Okay.
I'm still thinking we got the soundboard going.
We got shit going right now.
I know. I'm sorry.
I
had the applause in my head. Yeah, but anyways, we going to start off with Blondie, man. We going to start off with your top 5.
Under pressure.
You think that's the most influential.
And we giving a reason? Like a short
reason? Of course.
Why? Okay.
Yeah, short reason why.
Okay. All right, so am I naming like all 5 then the reasons or
go by one?
One by
one, then the reason, another one, then the reason.
Okay. The Hate U Give.
Okay, I still haven't checked that out.
That
it's good, man. It's good.
That was just. I think that gave a modern reality check to people about what's really going on in the black community. Like,
how so?
I can't say without like spoiling.
Spoiler alert. How so?
Well, do you want a spoiler alert?
Yeah.
I mean, okay.
Real reviews.
You know what happened. You're black.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can guess how that movie went.
I mean, yeah, but it was just. It was just the fact of like an innocent young black man who really was, just trying to provide for his family, and you got shot because you pulled a brush out. And then like for just like being a woman having to watch that, it's just like, I don't know, it just touched me. I cried that whole movie because like it's really fucked up that happened to so many people, and like it never gets, like, no justice is ever served. So I think that, and then like they had the main character, she was dating a white guy. So I kind of think he was in there because it gives them a reality check. Like, y'all will never really understand as a black person what it is to go through. The little shit that they go through as a white person is nothing compared to what a black person goes through. So
it touched on like interracial relationships.
Archie from Riverdale.
Yeah, she was dating Archie from Riverdale.
Okay.
But I just think that it gave a modern day reality check, and I think it was well written. That was an amazing movie. Like it touched me in a special spot. Like it just made me think about not like that.
I didn't say nothing.
Being common.
Damn.
But yeah, that's just it was just a great movie. Hidden Figures. Everybody seen Hidden Figures?
Yeah. I fuck with Hidden Figures.
I love Hidden Figures because I think that it showed not all 3 women did an amazing job, but it showed black women in a role that people were not used to. Like, those women were involved with science and technology, and during that time, you as a black woman, just as a woman period, you were in the house taking care of the kids, being a housewife. And the fact that it was 3 black women who were working for NASA, I
never knew about them till that movie.
I didn't either.
And that's crazy because like that, I feel like that's something that
they didn't even put that in like the Black History
books. And that kind of goes back to the school. Our schools should have been teaching us that stuff. Like they should have been teaching us that. And it also showed, just how being a black woman was intimidating to white people. And
Christopher Columbus was a fucking terrorist.
It's a rap.
Fucking terrorist.
But I'm all for women in STEM, all for women in technology, because I'm a woman in technology myself. So it was just amazing to see, and I think it's an inspiration to a lot of young black women. And
you're a Hidden Figure too,
man. And then Katherine Johnson is still she's still living.
She just kept talking. She's like, "Fuck you, nigga."
I'm good. Clap it up. You're a Hidden Figure.
And then Katherine Johnson, which was who Taraji plays, she's still living to this day, and NASA actually just renamed a center in her honor.
Now.
Took a movie to do it,
now.
man. Hey, sometimes
right.
Sometimes you gotta light a little fire up under niggas, man.
So
cause a little fucking chaos just to get a little recognition.
So my next movie, I said Pride.
This is your third one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Third one. Pride. Another reason why I like Pride is because during that time, I don't know because I actually asked my parents about it because they grew up in the 70s, but I was just curious, like, was swimming a sport for like African Americans? Was it like known, or was like people just used to playing basketball? So I kind of was like the fact that Terrence Howard played in that movie and he was trying to turn his life around and really like dedicate himself to, like helping young men out who, trying to make something of themselves. And I thought that was like a really inspirational movie. And like all of them was going through their own thing. And then it was a lot of like, dealing with a lot of like racism in that movie, of course. But I just thought it was real powerful because like, I just feel like it shows something that people didn't know, because I feel like everybody always think that black people is only interested in playing basketball or football. Like we not capable of playing any other sport. Like I think any sport that a black person put their mind to, they can do it because we the shit. Just saying.
Yes.
my next movie, my fourth movie, Crooklyn. Have everybody seen Crooklyn?
Hell yeah.
Yes. It's crazy because everybody has not seen Crooklyn.
Yes, everybody has not seen Crooklyn.
They didn't know what the fuck I was talking about when I said that shit. I'm like,
that's why I asked. Crooklyn, I seen that. I mean, obviously it's an older movie. I think Spike Lee has something to do with that movie. I believe. Didn't he? Did he have something? Did he have something to do with that movie?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he did.
Because he was in.
He directed that movie.
But he has some. Okay.
Yeah, Spike Lee joint.
So, and it's kind of funny because my last two movies is Spike Lee movies. So Crooklyn, I think I love that movie because it showed like the traditional family values of a black person during that time. If y'all don't know if y'all never seen Crooklyn, it's like, you know, a movie about a family growing up they grew up in Brooklyn. Yep, in Brooklyn. And, you know, just the everyday, you know, trials and tribulations that a black person deals with, you know, providing for their family and, you know, being a housewife, taking care of the kids. And, you know, Alfre Woodard actually played the mother. She ends up getting cancer and passing away. And it's kind of like, you know, trying to like figure out how to adjust after death and without without the wife, without the mother and everything. So I think that was like a powerful movie showing like traditional family values.
Facts. I just remembered that shit.
I still watch that movie to this day. Y'all can talk about me. I still got DVDs because when the
Why we talk about shit?
No, I'm just because
you still watch that shit?
No,
fucking cornball.
Niggas want to talk about
I'm talking about
I got DVDs at the crib too, nigga.
I'm just saying because everybody, like a lot of my friends talk about me because I have DVDs, but when the streaming shit go down, I got DVDs. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying when shit happens.
I used to be a DVD collector.
I still have that. It's some shit that you just can't stream, man. I'm sorry. Like, it's just some shit you can't stream.
Yeah.
I think I can find it.
I don't know, but
I think I can find anything.
So, and okay, my last movie. Who's that?
People that live here.
Oh.
Show House? Show House?
All right.
Show
House?
Shout out to Mad Miles and the Misfits just walking in. Oh, wow. Miles came in very belligerent. But go ahead, Socks.
Stop. Oh, man. All right. My last movie, I'm going to say School Days.
Hey. Okay. Hey.
My last movie.
I'm coming this bitch loud as hell.
Unruly as fuck.
You don't give a fuck.
Right, on tip. Unruly as hell.
The boss coming in.
Wait, he ain't the future of shit, bitch. He just David fucking Porter. He just David fucking Porter. All right, go ahead. Your fifth one.
All right, my fifth one is School Days.
I used to love that movie, man.
Yeah, School Days.
You
only seen it once? Okay, let me just get back to Spike Lee. I feel like Spike Lee, he just now winning the Oscar. He was very slept on because all of the movies that he made, he had a message in every single movie.
That's why they want to get his name.
In every single movie. Not to mention, he got some pretty high education. He went to Morehouse and then you went to New York, like film school. I think that's pretty reputable for a black person.
You got beef with Reggie Miller, nigga.
So I think that in School Days, not only did it show
iconic moment in Black history.
Not only showing that it showing like Greek life, it also showed like, you know, the whole light skin versus dark skin thing, when that used to be a thing, when if you was light skinned, you know, you were seen as the best. If you were dark skinned, you were seen as dirt. Or people who absolutely didn't understand Greek life and didn't want to be involved with it, and they was just strictly dedicated to just, you know, promoting black unity just without the Greek life. So I think that showed a very good example of how it should be today.
Right, wake up. Okay. Wake up, niggas.
So, just fun fact, because all of my family members that are Greek, that's what they went through when they became Greek. And I think anybody, I mean, I don't know that. I don't mean that exact thing.
Going off the scenes.
I don't mean that exact thing. I don't mean that. I mean like as far as like the unity wise and like how serious back then they took it. Like how, you know.
We know what I'm hip. I'm hip.
We got you.
These are definitely like.
That was my 5, y'all.
These movies that we're mentioning though are definitely must sees. Like if you're black, like these movies,
you should see them.
You should definitely see them in order to renew your black card every year. This is a requirement. But yes, shout out to Blondie for those movies. I do agree. I've never seen Hidden Figures. But I shall check it out, or The Hate You Give. I can pretty much
definitely got to check that out.
Yeah, I can pretty much tell how that's gonna go. But
this ain't the big
slaps.
All right, man.
Let's get it.
This was difficult for me, bro.
It was difficult for all of us. I agree.
This shit was hard. Boys in the Hood, definitely there, man.
Facts.
Lot of messages.
Lot of messages
in there, man. You know.
Ooh, Lawrence Fishburne with the
motherfucking air. just classic scenes.
Facts.
It show how shit is growing up in the hood.
Y'all, we forgot about Nia Long. She was a good actress.
She is, but we're not talking about that right now, Socks. We are on to another fucking topic.
You just made me think of it.
We are
Boys in the Hood.
Another topic.
You did just bring that shit from way back here, like.
But he brought up Boys in the Hood. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lisa's dope. Lisa Fresh Prince, she's amazing. So fine as fuck. That was jeez. Seeing another movie I'm gonna mention. But yeah, the messaging in that movie and just showing, I mean, shit, they showed you how quick something could get taken from you, bro.
Facts.
Like it definitely wasn't a happy tale. It just gave you a grim tale.
Real life shit.
Hood, bro, period. Like, that shit was
fucking facts.
That shit dope. Do the Right Thing.
Yes.
Do the Right Thing is on there for me. I think like The Hate You Give. I think that was kind of like The Hate You Give back then, like with the whole like Radio Raheem shit and everything like that. Like that was a dope ass movie. Spike Lee joint for sure. That shit was fire.
Shout out to Spike Lee, man. All these good.
I would throw Friday in there. That's
Yes.
just a black staple.
It is.
That's a black staple.
I don't know. I honestly don't know any black person that has not seen Friday.
I don't either. And if you,
I've never met any black people.
I know a few people who have not seen Friday or Boys in the Hood.
Fuck them.
What?
Fuck them.
Them your friends?
Fuck them.
She gonna do her own soundboard. She silly as hell. Them your mans too, like them your
friends. No, them not my mans, but no.
Them your mans.
You can't be too cool with niggas.
Nah, because if you've never seen Friday or Boys in the Hood,
I can't be cool with nobody that ain't never seen Friday.
Ask that shit on y'all first dates, like, so what you think about Boys in the Hood?
In the right. Well, I haven't seen it. I wanted to see it, but check.
Check. Hey, don't bring the biscuits. we gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and take her to the fucking crib. Friday's in there.
Facts.
Bro, I'm The Wiz.
Yes. Oh my God, I forgot about The Wiz.
All about The Wiz,
man.
So good.
I've never seen The Wiz.
No, never seen The Wiz.
No? Never seen The Wiz.
You didn't have to watch that in school.
I watched it. I started watching it when I was real.
I mean, this the nigga that's all like rating films.
Real little.
Shit.
Wait. Hold the fuck on. Let me explain myself.
This the nigga.
Man, listen. First of all, y'all got me fucked up.
To rate movies,
that's so crazy.
Y'all got me fucked up because let me explain myself.
Man, check his credentials.
I watched that shit when I was real little, and I was fucking terrified of the crows, and I couldn't finish watching the movie. The scarecrow, the crows that was dancing and singing with Michael Jackson. Remember that scene?
That's not a good excuse, man. But that was
I couldn't watch that. I was scared as fuck, bro.
There was a lot of kids that was scared of that shit.
Couldn't finish it.
That was a great movie.
I'm having a hard time between Coming to America and The Color Purple. Those were both influential to the culture.
They were
both.
Wait.
Hey man, shout out to Mad Miles, man. Bro, you gotta pick one of the one or the other though. You can mention the other one, but you gotta pick one of the other.
It's hard. All right, I'm gonna say Coming to America.
Really? Over Color Purple?
That's
Color
my
Purple
favorite.
could be the honorable mention.
Okay.
And School Days would be an honorable mention for me. It's so many, bro. It's a lot of black.
Too much black excellence. That's influential.
Why do you think why was Coming to America such influence?
Bro, that's some shit that just like culture. Everybody always like if you bring up black comedies, like niggas will go right, like they'll go to that. They'll go. It seems like everybody has seen that shit, man. Like. That shit never gets old, bro.
Facts. You can watch that shit to this day and be.
That's how black people should be running the world. We should be royalty.
My nephew that saying Coming to America, he fuck with like that's some shit that's just gonna keep going on. Yeah. Pass down. Lion King also honorable mention.
Lion King wasn't a black movie.
But James Earl Jones
were
was
definitely in Africa. So
okay. First of all, let me make this clear. Just because a movie or some person
bro,
is
you haven't seen the
from
Wiz,
Africa does not mean that they are black.
No,
that is fucking fact. There are white people in Africa.
Those lions
James
were black
Earl
lions.
Jones are not.
I
understand
understand that. Lions. I just want people to understand
they were black
that just
lions.
because somebody is from Africa does not mean or automatically mean that they're black. There are plenty of white people in Africa.
It might be 2 European people that have sex in Africa, and then the baby's from there. We're not saying that.
They're African, but that don't mean they black.
Does that mean they African?
Yes, if they're born in Africa, they're African.
The boss got a question.
Yeah, even though it's just 2 Europeans that's having sex on African soil.
They were born in Africa.
Yeah. Well, look, look, they're not of African descent.
Okay, that's better. I could say that. Yes, ma'am.
James Earl Jones is black.
Mufasa was the king.
Yeah, he's black. He black.
The hyena.
Facts.
Okay. All right.
Facts. All that damn, man, come on, all that upbeat juking and jiving.
Irritating with these fucking soundboard sounds. With the
and shouts to the Deception song and
Deception, Disgrace,
evil is plain as the scar on his face.
I can't wait till the live movie.
An outrage,
disgrace,
for shame.
He asked for trouble the moment.
Bro, fucking facts, bro. Hey, we need the soundboard, bro. Fucking facts.
That's the shit.
And real quick, while we on the subject, that shit and Be Prepared, bro. That's why I can't wait for this live action film. That Be Prepared sequence, that shit better go hard. Bro, this fucking Ciroc bottle, bro. Is that a keychain?
Y'all niggas is sick. Beat it. These
This nigga got a keychain, bro.
These niggas some hoes. I'll never drink this shit again.
Oh, man. All right. Let me go ahead and knock mine out real quick. So I got a couple for y'all. It kind of the first one I want to say is Coach Carter. Coach Carter kind of did something for me because.
And please give the reason that you gave us in a message. That was a good.
Of course, yep. So it kind of was relevant to me or resonated with me because I was hooped in high school, and it was kind of similar to what we went through as far as you got to have the grades in order to play. It was certain certain criteria you had to meet in order to play, no matter how good you was, no matter how good the team was doing, no matter how good individual success was. You had to maintain a certain academic status. With that being said, it was a scene in the movie to where Samuel L. Jackson was having a dispute with the principal. The principal was telling him or Samuel Jackson was telling the principal, hey, I closed the gym because damn near all of my players are failing. Even though we undefeated, I'm forfeiting this game. None of my students are damn near more than half of my students are failing. And she you can't do that. This team is going undefeated. It's the best thing for the city. She said this is going to be the highlight of these boys' lives. And Samuel L. Jackson looked her in the face and said, I think that's the problem. And it took me a while, after I watched that movie, I think I've had to watch that movie 2 or 3 times for me to really get what he was saying in that particular scene. I think that's the problem. What he was saying was that shouldn't be the highlight of their lives. You being in high school and you having great success, whether it be athletically or academically, that should not be the highlight of your life. Because you're on the honor roll in high school, because y'all won a championship, yeah, it's great. He's not saying that it wasn't a great accolade. All he was saying was you're sacrificing their future success for their current success, and that shit definitely hit the fuck home with me. So shout out to Coach Carter for that message. Second movie, Fruitvale Station, hands down. Fruitvale Station, Michael B. Jordan. That movie was, if you haven't seen that movie, definitely go see it. It actually took me a while to go see that movie. When I finally went to go see it, I'm damn, the whole movie leading up to the end was just this black man just living a black man's life. You know what I'm saying? It was basically a black, he was just, he was with his niggas, you know what I'm saying, him and his girl, they was going through, he had a daughter, that whole little day that led up to the incident, he was trying to get his shit together. He had gave up selling drugs. He was trying to turn his life around. And, you know, it was his birthday or was it somebody's birthday? Oh, it was New Year's.
New Year's.
Yes, it was New Year's. New Year's, man. Long story short, dude got handcuffed, man. It was a misunderstanding on the subway train. Police pulled him and his boys over. They had all of them handcuffed. I guess, I don't know. What was his name in real life? Oscar Grant, I guess, you know, they had a verbal altercation with one of the cops. They threw him on his stomach. He was still in handcuffs. One of the cops had, like, you know, they knee in his back. And then they had, I guess he said something or he moved, but in any case, he was still restrained. Long story short, they ended up shooting him in the back while he was on the ground handcuffed, and he ended up dying. Now, like that whole movie from start to finish was just like kind of like a reflection of like, damn, like this is the life that we live. Like,
and that was some real shit.
Any point in time, like, you know, that's why I think, you know, never take for granted, you know, your life, man, because anything can happen at any point in time. This justice system is not fixed to, you know, for us to succeed. So definitely check that out. Third on my list was Free State of Jones. Came out a couple years ago. It wasn't a super great film, but I did like it, or I thought it was influential because this white guy, he was basically kicked out of, he was in the army and he left the army because his nephew died. So he technically was a deserter. So when he left the army, he was taking care of it was pretty good. Either. He left the army. He said, "Fuck that."
It was influential for niggas. I don't even be hearing niggas talk about.
Yeah, hear me out. Yeah, he left the army, came, but he deserted the army, not left. You say no, Miles?
Yeah,
no.
I said it was Free State of Jones.
I never seen it.
In any case, long story short, he ended up linking up.
Your criteria be wild as hell.
Since he was a deserter for the army, he ended up meeting up with other Negroes at that point in time because they were runaway slaves, and he was technically a runaway, so they was trying to kill him because he deserted the army. So they ended up forming their own little community, as far as like, you know, runaway slaves and other white people that, you know, I think some of them were deserters, some of them were just poor, and they were all treated equal though. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot what county it was. I can't necessarily remember, but obviously like they didn't like that shit. Like, you know, the government didn't like that shit, and they tried to like overthrow them. But the main part of the movie was like they kept doing flash back and forth where this white guy was on trial, and he was like, I think he was like 1/16 black, and the main character was like his great granddad. It's hard to explain, but I would say definitely check it out if you haven't, because it shows you like how cohesive they were, even though back in that time that, you know, definitely slavery and shit, that shit was definitely prevalent. But they were cohesive as fuck, and they worked towards a certain goal, and it also tied into like current issues to where no matter if you 99% white, you know, even if you got some type of lineage to where you got some type of black in you, you're gonna be looked at as a nigga. And that's what he's convicted as a nigga.
Now, how the fuck is that a top influential film? Niggas don't even know about that shit.
You gotta watch it, bro.
Oh my god.
Guess I'm missing.
I mean, you gotta watch it. It's a lot of movies that I ain't seen that I don't think are top influential, but I haven't watched it, so I can't say. I just told you why I thought it was, bro. Do you need me to repeat myself?
Well, I thought when you brought this up, I thought it was like the shit.
So you don't think that you don't think that it's to me. To me, I think it's an influential movie. Okay. So you saying I can't think it's influential because you ain't never seen it before?
That ain't the criteria you gave us.
All right, man.
That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Is that ain't what you gave us in the text.
Okay, what I give you?
To black folk, like the top influential movies of black folks. So I was picking shit that like
it was around niggas. Black people. It was about niggas.
But he's saying that a lot of people haven't seen it.
I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is that? Like I had never heard about it. I'm gonna check it out.
It wasn't. My criteria wasn't for like the movie that every black person has seen. Maybe I should have been more clear with that.
Okay. Maybe you should have been.
In any case,
I'm gonna check it out.
Black Panther, for obvious reasons. You know, yeah. You don't agree?
What you mean? Niggas went crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it don't match his criteria of the last film.
Yeah, I don't. I hold it as a movie. No. This no particular order. I hold it as a movie. Like, as far as like culturally, for the culture, this shit is definitely up there and hands down. Like this shit was definitely like the first, not the first black ever superhero that was in that was like a blockbuster, because we've definitely had other like Spawn, Meteor Man, but like the first major like like Marvel shit for sure. And lastly, Birth of a Nation. Definitely check out Birth of a Nation, man. Sheesh. I can really go all the way into it. Long story short, niggas fucking died. Like, niggas fucking died. Niggas led a revolt. There was this preacher. He, banded together a lot of other slaves, man, and they tried to liberate themselves, man. It's a real deep story. I can't necessarily get into it because I don't know exactly how it went, like timeline wise. But it was definitely a must see. I feel like it was a must see movie, man. It was real deep.
Definitely.
But yeah, spoiler alert. Long story short, niggas definitely died. But in any case, as they do,
still do.
As we definitely, that's fucking facts.
I think we should give honorable mention to.
Yes, I was just gonna say this is honorable mention time. I've never seen
12 years.
Y'all never seen that?
I ain't never go check it out.
Listen,
I heard it was dope, but I ain't never go check it out.
It's about, and it's fucked up. Like, it's about a slave who's free. He's a free man, and they still made him be a slave. He lived 12 years. He was already free, and he was a slave for 12 years, as like held as a slave, even though he was free.
I can believe it.
And he was working. He wasn't like a typical black person back then. He had a real job and everything. Going home one day, and they caught him, and they're like, "Well, you're not going home." And he's technically free. And there's
what timeline was this set?
I think that shit probably happened more times than people think.
What timeline was that in? Like back.
Yeah. But it just still fucked up that it was even people saying like, this is a free man, and it was, of course, slave master like, well, so I don't care.
I mean, because all they really gave you was like a piece of paper. Like, you know how quickly somebody can steal or burn that shit? Like, I'm free. Snatchies. Like, you mean, nigga, get your ass back in line. Like, bitch. That's
I think Django Unchained was good.
Django, honorable mention. I would say Django definitely honorable mention. What else?
It's a lot of
The Help,
bro.
Never seen The Help.
You never
Go
seen
ahead,
The
Mad
Help?
Miles with the Eve's Bayou. Go ahead.
Yes.
Eve's Bayou for
sure.
Woo!
Beloved.
Love Eve's Bayou.
I've never seen.
I didn't see it, but Red Tail. I heard it was good.
Jussie Smollett was in it. Oh yeah, Jussie Smollett's sister was in Eve's Bayou.
For the fact.
Yeah, no soundboard. We was waiting on your computer, man. Definitely, yeah. So any more?
Real good.
Eve's Bayou was good as fuck.
Stella got her groove back. Let's throw that on in there.
Yeah, no. Stella got her groove back. I would say, what's love got to do with it before? What's love got to do with it before? Well,
we can throw them all in there, Q. That ain't black on black crime. You threw the State of Free Jones in this shit.
So
nobody even seen that shit.
I asked some of the people.
It's a white guy on the cover of that shit too.
Somebody said white guy. No,
I asked some of my followers about like some of the black movies, and someone said Malcolm X.
Oh, Booty Talk, the Booty Talk series.
Facts. Hey, that's fucking facts.
The Booty Talk, the whole Booty Talk series.
The whole series that
belongs in there,
in
bro.
The black cultural.
Hey, belongs in there, bro.
All that ass.
That was all
that ass. 27.
That gave me that shit too. She like, yo.
Facts.
That's.
All right, y'all.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Let me finish what the followers think. Our followers said Malcolm X.
Our followers need to get the fuck on YouTube.
Coach Carter. Black Panther. The Jackie Robinson story. Lean on Me.
Lean on Me.
Yeah, it's called 42. Best Man and Best Man Holiday.
Higher Learning.
What?
Yep. Somebody said Higher Learning. Waiting to Exhale. Fences.
Yeah, Waiting to Exhale.
And School Days.
Somebody said the Best Man Holiday.
I probably wouldn't throw Fences right in that
Christ.
bitch though, man. Like,
I've never seen. You seen Fences?
Fences was a lot.
No, John Q. That's not like. No.
I don't know if Fences. I don't know if niggas, like a lot of niggas just seen Fences.
I don't think a lot of people seen Fences because it was super long.
Yeah,
it was super long.
Talk about
Denzel was
Hardball.
fucking funny in Fences, man. That
If Hardball on there, you don't want to hear shit about Free State of Jones because you got Keanu Reeves' white ass on the cover too.
But you've never seen Fences?
I've never seen Fences.
Wow.
Rest in peace, G baby. All right, so that was our top 5, man. Shout out to Black History Month. I think I actually learned a lot that I didn't know prior to this month about Black History. So shout out to this month, man. It's been pretty educational for me. Do y'all have any other anything else y'all want to mention in regards to Black people and
good,
fam?
man. That shit was good list.
Good list. Okay.
Good list.
Shout out to everybody, man. The month of March is going to be fucking lit. Real quick before I let y'all go. Real quick before I let y'all go, I want to let y'all know, man. Definitely in March we have upcoming Captain Marvel. A lot of people are kind of like skeptical about Captain Marvel. I think it's gonna be a sleeper. I actually think it's gonna be very good. So that's coming out on the 8th, I believe. Also coming out in March, we got Dumbo. I heard that got like some racist shit in it. We're gonna check that out as well.
Do it the new joint?
Probably.
The new joint?
That's what you said, right?
No, I said the old Dumbo.
Oh, no, like the animated one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
No, I definitely don't think they about to play
yeah,
around
I don't think
with
so
that shit
either.
right now.
Yeah, not in this type of. Well, you never know. Niggas with publicity ain't no joke today. But in any case,
I don't know, man. I don't know if Disney feel like
Dumbo,
none of that shit.
Tyler Perry's Family Funeral. That's the last Madea movie. Go check that out.
God,
yeah,
clap it up for you, fucking.
I might check that out just
putting
because
a
it's
pen
the
in
last
that
one.
shit. Nail that shit in the coffin, nigga.
Facts.
Fucking Tyler Perry. We don't need shit else from you, actually.
The Kid, Billy the Kid is coming out with a movie. If anybody is a Western fan, Billy the Kid, they're coming out with that movie in March. Yup, I'm definitely checking that out. Expendables 4, that's definitely not true. And last but not least, Us.
Yes,
Us.
That's what I'm excited to see.
That's dropping next month. Yes,
I'm excited to see that.
Yep. So we got a lot of upcoming movies that I'm definitely looking forward to. A lot of other movies that I'm not looking forward to. So anything that y'all would like us to check out and review, please let us know. And feedbacks. I would say drop the beat. Can't really hear anything right now, but there we go. In any case,
that ain't his beat.
Yeah, it's not my beat, but it's better than listening acapella. In any case, it's RudenesS, man. 2 syllables. We're gonna be back with y'all 2 weeks out from now. Make sure y'all stay tuned, like, subscribe, and comment. Go ahead and bring us out of here.
I'm out this bitch, man. It slaps. Gone. I'm actually not gone. I got another show to record. We still here. We locked in.
For everybody that's watching live, make sure you tune in tomorrow at OU at Battle of the Sexes.
Yeah.
Second event, first
She'll
event.
Be there signing socks for everybody.
Wait, first event was successful. So and then for everybody that's listening on Sunday, the shit slap. You missed it. Catch us at the next one. This your girl Blondie, aka Blonde Blonde. And Socks, I guess.
Employee of the week, aka Socks, aka Blonde Blonde. We out this bitch.
Real bring your favorite pair,
man.
Bring your favorite pair.
Yeah, on the float, on the float.